Hi, this is the Daily Forex Report for September 14th. We are looking at the U.S.-Japanese yen pair first. This particular pair moved lower, did break through some previous support, closed lower, definitely moving down to some all-time lows. So definitely keep an eye on that. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 84.16 if we get a reversal, possibly down to 82.32. Look for some resistance around 83.25 and look for some support around the 82.75 mark. Excuse me. Now looking at the Euro USD, this particular pair broke through some previous resistance, did close higher. Overall, this pair is moving to the upside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 13110, possibly as low as 12747. Look for some resistance around 13050 and look for some support around the 129.25 area. Now looking at the pound US dollar pair, this pair moved higher. Overall, still moving sideways, biased to sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 156.69, possibly as low as 152.54. Look for some resistance around 156.00 and look for some support around 154.50. Now the US Swiss, this particular pair broke through some previous support. It's moving to the downside, bias is down. Look for it to potentially go as high as 1.0146 if we get a reversal, possibly down to 0.9864. Look for some resistance around 1.0055 and look for some support around 0.9925. Okay, as far as news analysis go, we have the pound releasing their jobless claims change for August at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is things have moved from a negative 3.8K to negative 3.0K. We also at 5 p.m. Eastern, we have the Reserve Bank of New Zealand releasing their rate decision, and that is being released, or the previous was 3%. And consensus is that they're going to hold at 3%. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, if you drop down to the 4-hour time frame, you can get a decent idea of what's going on. These pairs have moved down a lot today. We could get retracements. So keeping that in mind, let's take a look at where we would look for potential retracements, where to enter the market and exit the market. First, looking at the U.S. Swiss, this particular pair I put on a Fibonacci retracement and a Fibonacci fan, and what we'd be looking for is a break above the 23.6 up to the 38.2 area. Basically, looking for the area between on the fan 38.2 and the 50. So we are concerning ourselves with this box right here. And what we're looking for it is to come up and hit our box. Anywhere in the box we would, on this side or underneath, would look to buy. Anything on this, the top or on the right hand line to the downside here, we'd look to sell. So if we get a buy here, then we're going to look to sell right up here. So this is the box I'm concerned with. Basically looking to potentially, I guess the very most we could grab from this would be from corner to corner, about 52 pips. Nice thing is you put your stop loss right under the 23.6 area. So the risk to reward is usually really good. Now looking at the the Euro USD pair, setting up the same way, we have a fib reversal. There we go. Retracement using a Fibonacci retracement and then a Fibonacci fan to identify a good area to look to take a trade. We have the 23.6 and the 38.2 on the fan, 38.2 and 50. So we are concerned with this box right here. So if the market were come down, we look to sell and then look to buy back. So in this particular example, the most we could make would be about 56 again, and looking for it to come on down in that direction. Now, last but not least, we have the U.S.-Japanese yen pair. It moved down strong to the downside. Let's take a look at what the Fibonacci retracement looks on this. I'm not guaranteeing that we'll have retracements. I'm just saying if we do, we could catch these moves and be able to profit from them during that move. Because usually after a strong move to the downside, there is some retracement. How much will depend on the pair. But here again, we're concerned with this box right here. So you can see over the next 4 hours, if we get a retracement, we could definitely get into that box, potentially making at least on this one 20 pips, 21 pips or so. Well, that about wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.